Hello, welcome to Effective Project Management Academy. Today we have very senior faculties with us, Sateesh Kamat and Vaijayantee Kamat. So let us understand little more information about the PMP. Hi Satish sir, hi Vaijayantee ma'am.
Hello.
Hello, Aditi.
So my first question will be to Satish sir. So what is exactly the PMI and what is the PMP? If you can explain us.
Okay, I'll tell you. PMP stands for Project Management Professional. It is not a degree, it is called credential. However, you can write against your name PMP, like I write Satish Kamath PMP. So similarly, after you pass PMP exam, any student can write PMP against his name. So PMP stands for Project Management Professional and it is a global credential. Now the institute which gives this credential, the name is Project Management Institute. This institute is located in the USA and it is very old credential and it is well recognized all over the world.
Another thing is when the candidate is looking for the PMP certification, they got confused about the eligibility. So please explain more about the what is exactly the eligibility.
Yeah, coming to eligibility, basically there are two categories of the participants. Those who are graduates, for them they have to document 3 years of project management experience. And those who are diploma holders, for them this is a great opportunity. Even if you are not graduate, you are a diploma holder or a higher secondary diploma like NCTVT, etc. They also can sit for exam and they have to document 5 years of project experience. I mentioned project experience. That means the experience should be that of projects. It should not be that of operations. So you have to document in that fashion. And we will guide the student how to document the experience. So that's the eligibility requirement. 3 years project management experience for graduates. 5 years project management experience for those who are not graduates. Anybody who is beyond graduate like BTech, MTech or PhD, the rule is same. Okay, so there is no reduction in the experience by somebody passing MTech or PhD.
So ma'am, my next question to you, what are the benefits after passing the PMP exam?
This is one question, Aditi, I get asked very often. Why I should do PMP? What are the benefits? The first benefit that everyone is looking for, career growth. You get it immediately. That's a recognized credential across the world and across the industries. Most of the employers know about it and they recognize somebody who has passed PMP as a person who can deliver results. The certificate says that this person has demonstrated knowledge, skills and experience and that is why it is recognized. As much as 40% growth is seen by many of my students.
So my next question to you, uh, what is the PMI's membership and what are the, is there any validity for the membership?
See, many people are confused between creating a login and becoming a member. See, login anybody creates, just give your name and password, you create a login. But to become a member of PMI, you have to pay fees somewhere around 139 US dollars. And the membership is valid for 1 year. But during this 1 year, the advantages are that you can download many of the standards, not necessarily only PMP. You once you become a member, whether you will take up any exam or not, that has no relevance. You can download any of the standards. For example, you can download PMBOK, you can download a standard for program management, you can download a standard for construction project management, etc. So that is one great advantage. Another advantage of membership is that when you apply for PMP, you get concession and that concession is higher than the membership fee. So whenever you sit for PMP, it is better to become member earlier. If you are not a member, then also you can apply for PMP, but that works out costlier. So in other words, I will say membership is a all in all great advantage. Okay, and even after passing PMP, if you are a member, then you get certain more opportunities and invitations for maintaining your credential. Therefore, PMI, that is the advantage of PMI membership.
Is it mandatory to become a member of PMI for giving the PMP examination?
For taking the PMP examination, it is not technically mandatory to take PMI membership. But as just Satish sir was explaining, if you are a member, your examination fees are reduced considerably. I can tell you what happens from India. The membership fees in India are around 10,900, 800, 9,800 to be precise. And if you are a member, your examination fee is 23,200. So together it becomes less than 35,000. But if you are not a member, the exam fees are 45,000. It is similar in terms of USD also. So that's a big advantage. Why not take it? Though it's not mandatory, it's a good idea to take membership.
Also, sir, like few candidates, they are thinking that PMP is meant for particularly any field like IT or construction.
This question is very often asked to me. See, PMP is a general credential for any kind of project. So they don't say that you are a PMP IT, you are a PMP civil engineering, or you are a PMP oil and gas, nothing like that. So project is a project is a project. So the problems on any kind of project, whether it is IT or whether it is construction or whether it is oil and gas, they are similar. Therefore, PMP person who has passed PMP is a competent person to lead and direct any project in this world. Therefore, it is not specific to any industry or any branch of engineering. Okay, so we do not ask questions related to construction or concrete or cement or coupling or anything like technical. The questions will be asked about how to manage scope, how to manage schedule. Questions will be how to take care of risk, etc. So you learn project management and you do not learn a specific industry.
Also, ma'am, is the 35 contact hours training is mandatory for the PMP examination?
35 contact hours training, yes, that is mandatory. Because as PMI always says, the examination is not aligned to any specific book published by them, any specific standard published by them. It is not aligned directly to the PMBOK. So what is it aligned to? It is aligned to 35 tasks that are published by PMI. And if you understand what those tasks are, you really become a good project manager. And to understand that what this examination is about, it is essential to take the examination, and that is why it's made mandatory to take the examination.
And what is the exam content outline and what is the PMBOK?
I was just talking about that, isn't it? Exam content outline is a set of 35 tasks divided into three domains. Domain 1 is about people, that has 14 tasks. 17 tasks are about processes, and 4 tasks are about business environment. So these 35 tasks together, any project manager who is proficient in those 35 tasks has to be a good project manager. The tasks are defined in such a way. So that set of 35 tasks is used for getting questions or generating questions for a candidate who wants to take PMP examination. So that's why it is called exam content outline. And PMBOK or PMBOK is project management body of knowledge. PMI has been working for improving project management, and they have been compiling best practices and standards for project management across the world and across the industries. They keep on publishing project management standards and best practices for improving project management in any industry, in any area. So those standards are known as PMBOK or Project Management Body of Knowledge. And as they go on publishing, they go on naming the PMBOK as different edition. As you most probably know, latest edition is PMBOK 7.
Also, can you please explain us about the nature of the PMP examination?
PMP examination. I like that question because examination is something that we think about, and we think about books, a lot of books, sitting, reading those books, going through them again and again, memorizing, going to the exam hall and dumping that memory on the paper. That, according to us, is an examination, and PMP examination is not like that. It is actually meant to test if you are a good project manager. And how does it test? It asks you situational questions. A particular situation on the project is described. As a project manager, are you able to understand it? What's happening on the project? Or is there any problem? If there is a problem, what is the first action you need to take? Or what is the final solution? As a project manager, can you answer these questions? Is what they check. Because if you can answer those questions, you are a good project manager, and that is what they are checking.
In which countries exactly the PMP certification is recognized?
Yeah. In my previous talk, I have already said that it's a global credential. There are some credentials which are known more in Europe. There are some credentials which are known in Asia. However, PMP is a credential which is known all over world. It is known in the Far East, Japan or Korea or China, India, Bangladesh, Pakistan, Europe, America, Canada, everywhere. So that is the advantage in fact that these days many of the executives are not sure where they will have to go or where they will get opportunity. This is one credential which is well recognized all over world. So therefore your money invested and the effort invested is surely going to be useful no matter where you go. So this is a global credential known and recognized all over world.
Also, ma'am, is there any validity for the PMP certification or is it lifelong valid?
The certification is valid basically for 3 years. During those 3 years, you have to earn some PDUs, Professional Development Units. Why? This is a certification for project managers. It is about project management. And project management is something that is changing every day. So are you keeping up to date? That is what TM I would like to know. So to stay in touch with project management, you need to do something continuously. That's why they check it every 3 years. What is it that you did to stay in touch with project management? So you can do some training courses which are related to project management. You can read some books. You can train people. You can also read some blogs, write some blogs. There are many ways of achieving those PDUs or professional development units.
Yeah, but you don't have to give exam again.
Yes, the examination is not something as you're saying you need to repeat. It is only renewal of that certification after 3 years. If you collect 60 PDUs, you can renew.
Also, sir, can you please tell us about the in-person classroom versus the real virtual classroom training?
This question is more relevant after pandemic. The pandemic really taught the world to make use of virtual tools. Currently, both are equally popular. I will first tell the advantages of in-person classroom. In in-person classroom, the trainer and the students are just together and they are living the mahol or atmosphere. The situations, the cases, the examples, the case studies, etc. are discussed very lively and you are concentrating with your ears, eyes, facial expressions together, and that is why it is more effective. This is also called a classical way. For centuries together, knowledge is being transferred this way to the next generation or the students, or the gurus and shishyas. With the development of technology, now the virtual training is also possible because the tools like Zoom, they have got so many facilities that you can conduct a case study, you can conduct a group discussions, you can conduct a opinion polls, all this, and no matter whether one student is sitting in USA, another is in Europe, and third in Singapore. And the speed of internet also has increased substantially, and there is no lag of voice. Therefore, both are acceptable to PMI. One specific advantage with virtual training is that we can make a recording of it, and the recording we share with the students again, which they can play again and again. Second advantage with virtual is that you don't have to travel to the classroom. You can take it from your home. Okay. So one has to say, but many students have told me, sir, when I am at home alone in front of camera, it becomes difficult or it is more straining to be sure and be full attentive. When I am in class, I have a peer pressure and automatically I get engrossed. Yes. So both have their own advantages, but I will say people near Mumbai, for them better to consider classroom. Those who are Bangalore, Hyderabad and USA, obviously for them virtual is the best one.
So, ma'am, now tell us why effective project management academy over others, and what are the deliverables EPMA is offering?
I'll tell you about deliverables first. The first thing is the 35-hour training that is mandatory for the examinations. Our training courses give that certificate that you attended it. So you become eligible for taking the examination. One more deliverable that we give is the notes developed by experienced trainers. And I can very proudly say that if you just use those notes, you will be able to pass. Only thing is you have to use it the way I tell you. And so the notes are good. We have a set of question banks there, about more than two examination worth questions are there in the question bank itself. There are 370 questions. Besides that, we give all the students one question every day. That's a freshly made question. I make those questions personally. The idea is, yes, it reminds people, yeah, I have to study for this examination. And yes, of course, practice. Besides that, we give 5 mock tests. Let me tell you about those mock tests. They are designed exactly as per PMI's patterns, and they help you get ready. But the best thing about those examination is I personally analyze the first 2 mock tests for every student to just check, is this person ready for the examination? If that person is not ready for the examination, that is where I can help. This is where, my friend, you are lacking, is what I tell. This is what you need to redo, is what I tell, so that that person can revisit those areas which are weak and prepare himself. And other thing is, if I find that the person is ready for the examination, I tell him to stop everything, drop everything, go take the examination, and you will pass. Okay, let me tell you something interesting, Aditi. Whenever I have given green signal to students, I'm talking about last 15 years. Not even once any student has failed if I have given green signal 100%. Yes, so that's not obviously, I mean, it's nothing great or it's not a magic, it is just experience. So that is one more thing that we give to our students. And I was just telling you, it is just experience. So what differentiates us from others? Both of us have industry experience of 35 plus years, and last 15 years, I'm sorry. 15 years we have been training project managers. This examination is about knowledge, experience, and wisdom. I'm repeating that every time. So that experience The students may not have, but they get to share our experience. We talk about the entire exam content in terms of stories. So we're great story to tellers, both of us. We tell them stories in a way that they understand the subject matter and they also understand how to practically use it on the project. So there are two benefits. One is they can actually start using everything on the project, and the second one is they can definitely pass the examination, because the examination is about that. Whether you are a good project manager or not. Who's a good project manager? Somebody who can use the best practices, standards, and on the project is a good project manager. So you learn that, you become a good project manager, and you're able to pass the examination. What more one should want when somebody is joining this training, right?
Can I add one word in this? Uh, at EPMA, we do not hire any other trainer from outside. The training is either given by Sateesh Kamat, that is myself, or Vaijayantee. That is and our phone numbers are available to the students all the time from the day one when he joins. Okay, and he can ask us doubts, difficulties, not only from exam angle, even for those practical problems that come on there, we tell them we are competent to help you. So please ask this question, because for us, students once, student, student once is a student for lifetime for us. Okay, so there are many people who have passed PMP, but still there are hundreds of them, and they are still in contact with us. So that is the difference.
So thank you so much, Satish sir, and thank you, Vaijayantee ma'am.
Oh, my pleasure, Aditi.
This interview has given a valuable information to all those who are aspiring for the PMB. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
We enjoyed.
Yeah. Friends, this is Satish Kamath from Effective Project Management Academy. Many people want to do PMP trainings and they would like to know same questions, different people, and instead of every individual calling again and again on different days, what we have done is we conduct 1 hour introductory session for knowing what we cover in PMP. So in this, please join these 1 hour sessions and you will come to know what is PMP, what is expected while studying PMP, or what are the requirements from PMI side, how to apply for PMP, and all this you will know in real time, because this is a real time 1 hour session for letting you know what is PMP, how to study, what benefits are there from PMP, how you will gain from PMP, how much does it cost for you, and how much time you need to spend for this. And also, of course, I will be telling you some simple tips for passing PMP. So this is what is the intention of this 1 hour session. Please join today on the following, call us on the following number.